Like I told you in one of my videos, making it to the NBA is an amazing feat alone. Being able to play for the league and get the most valuable player award is on a completely different level. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, some of the names who have received this prestigious award throughout their careers. Usually, an MVP award indicates the best talent in the entire league, and rightfully so. However, sometimes fans think of the MVP title as some kind of popularity contest, which it isn't. For that reason, players like current MVP Nikola Jokic are highly underrated and underappreciated among NBA fans. There are a number of things that might lead to this. In this video, we will talk about the main ones and look through Nikola Jokic's MVP case. We will talk about why Jokic is so underrated by NBA fans and analysts, and why he might be one of the most underappreciated, most valuable player award winners in the league's history. Also, I would really like to hear your opinion, as I'm very curious about what you, my dear subscribers, NBA fans, and just passing by viewers, think about the league's future. Now grab some snacks, get yourself comfortable, and enjoy this video. But before that, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell to get updates on our latest NBA content. Let's keep rolling. It is not really a common thing when an MVP is not popular with the league's fan base. However, Nikola Jokic might single-handedly carry this title, being the most effective, yet being a so-called uninteresting player to follow. Fans bash his slow, fundamental style. They are pushing a narrative that he is a bad defender, has no leaping ability, and he is overall unathletic. Well, Nikola is a one-of-a-kind player, and it doesn't make sense to overlook his biggest advantages, which he certainly does have. When it comes to distinguishing features, Jokic is absolutely in a class by himself. LeBron James popularized the phrase "point forward" during his first 15 years in the NBA, when he commanded offenses for the Cleveland Cavaliers and Miami Heat. In Denver, Jokic commands the offense in a similar manner, taking opponents off the dribble, making plays from the post, and even running pick and roll with his point guard, Jamal Murray. Because the world has never seen a real point center before, many people struggle to comprehend why he does and does not do certain things on the basketball court. Treating him as a point guard who defends centers rather than a center who leads the offense provides a whole different viewpoint. Jokic is expected to take a lot of shots for the Nuggets, especially during playoffs. His lack of exceptional defense has a somewhat greater influence on his total impact than a guy like James Harden or Stephen Curry's lack of elite defense. But both are consensus top 5 players in the NBA today, and Jokic plays offensively in a similar manner to both. He's not quite there yet, but he is certainly getting there. The team's stats don't show as much of an individual defensive improvement from Jokic, as his individual numbers show more effort and defensive understanding. His individual defense has improved from year to year in a number of areas, beginning with his defensive play type statistics. His ability to play up on pick and roll ball handlers and generate mistakes, modify passes, and force guards to pick up their dribbles has aided Denver's defense as a whole. Jokic's increased defensive RPM indicates an improvement in the metrics as well. While his RPM dipped in 2017-18, it has snuck back into the top 30 this season, with players like Al Horford, Aaron Baines, Willie Cauley-Stein, and Bam Adebayo. He defends differently than typical defensive centers, but once again, doing the job in an unusual manner has contributed to a bad public perception of his defensive game, despite being effective in many scenarios. However, NBA fans don't seem to notice that. Just like former Denver Nuggets player Isaiah Thomas commented, "We know the media will push and pub who they want. Joker is not in their plans, shake my head, LOL." Not only NBA fans, but the league itself undermine Jokic's skill set. Sure, the NBA is a business, and that means that they will promote players that are loved by the fans the most. That makes Nikola's last year's MVP award even more important. Jokic is so effective on the court that he can win this title even without a fanbase like Stephen Curry, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid have. Nikola Jokic has continued to shine for the Denver Nuggets, even with all the doubters. The NBA's most dominant player is the superstar big man. Jokic has evolved into a player capable of making game-changing plays at any time, and his teammates and NBA personas around him prove that. According to the Nuggets coach, Mike Malone, the brilliant center has become one of the more disrespected reigning MVPs in recent memory. That statement drew the attention of NBA veteran Isaiah Thomas, who agreed with Malone that Jokic did not receive enough media attention. Since the start of the season, stars such as Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks, Kevin Durant of the Brooklyn Nets, and the Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid, have been the frontrunners for the MVP award. It is easy to see why, since both have contributed at a high level to help their teams finish towards the top of their respective leagues' rankings. Jokic isn't Dirk Nowitzki, but he's a capable three-point shooter and a capable mid-range shooter. Given how much he controls the ball, he leads all centers in time of possession by a wide margin. That puts a lot of burden on whoever is guarding him, since he is someone teams must put a body on at all times. Malone added that another one of Jokic's advantage shows on a larger scale, something that is just as important as being effective. But if you open up the dictionary, look up the word consistency, there's going to be a picture of Nikola there. That's going back to the bubble. That's going back to a 72-game season last year. And this year, we knew Jamal Murray was going to be out for an extended period. When you add a Michael Porter, when you add a PJ Dozier to that injured list, it even becomes more incredible what he's doing. But don't think that Jokic doesn't have any fans at all. There are people who appreciate his playing style, and I am among them. Jokic is what the game of basketball is all about, sharing the ball, rebounding, and carrying the offensive load on his back. Nikola is the perfect combination of all what European basketball represents, and whether or not people want to say things like that, there's no questioning Nikola Jokic's efforts for the Nuggets this season. He is a superb basketball player who hasn't been seen in the NBA before. He presently averages 26 points per game, 13.8 rebounds, and 7.9 assists. He has also been playing some of his greatest defense in his career, doing everything he can to help his team win. Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets is doing things that this league has never seen before. For whatever reason, people want to dismiss what he is doing, stating that he is not nearly as talented as Giannis Antetokounmpo and Joel Embiid, his two most probable MVP candidates. Last season, Jokic was named the league's MVP, and he had nearly identical figures this season. He averaged 26.4 points per game last season, along with 10.8 rebounds and 8.3 assists. But there is not much of a difference between this season and his MVP season. There shouldn't be much of an argument over whether he has the stats to win this year, given that he has had to play the entire season without Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. It would make even more sense for him to win this award this year. Overall, Nikola Jokic has been outright great, and the fact that he is unappreciated might be explained by the following things. He isn't a charismatic enigma that the media would like him to be. His fundamental style is not exciting for the fans. He doesn't care about his media presence and gives it all for the Nuggets instead. And what is your opinion? Do you think that Nikola Jokic is MVP this year? Do you think that Jokic is a great player? Tell us what you think in the comments down below. And once again, make sure to leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button to catch up with the best NBA content. If you like this video, make sure to watch my other videos about recent NBA news. Thank you for watching.